Well, hello everyone and welcome to our special Friday live training session. There's so much going on in the world of internet mastery and in the Amazon selling environment. I'm super excited you're here. We're going to kick off today's session by talking about the incredible Internet Mastery.live Miami event that we just held. And I must say, the feedback has been absolutely overwhelming. If you joined us in person or you joined us virtually, congratulations on being part of history. I got so much feedback that this just could have been the best event we've held in the genre of IM.live. And that's also very, very rewarding and validating with all the effort and time that we put into creating that event. These events are the glue that hold our community together. And so for all of you that participated, whether it was your first virtual event or your first in-person event, or perhaps your third or fourth or fifth event of its kind, I'm just super excited that we had this chance to share the insights, the strategies, the training, the new information that we hadn't shared before, and that it was worthwhile for you to participate and to attend. For those of you that were or have purchased a virtual ticket but have not been able to watch it or the live or want to watch the recording so you can see it again, those archives should be available later today in your e-library. It will be available for everyone that purchased a ticket. So if you purchased a ticket for Las Vegas, that's upcoming, obviously that would be different. But if you purchased a ticket for Miami, you will see the archives if you attended. And if you attended virtually, you will see those archives. If you purchased a ticket for Miami, just as an overview here, if you purchased a ticket for Miami and you were unable to make it to Miami and you reallocated your ticket to Las Vegas, you would not get access to the virtual recordings. Obviously, since you didn't participate, you just moved your ticket forward to Las Vegas. So I just wanted to thank everybody, our staff, our team. Thank Corinne, who did an amazing lockdown on the virtual. We really appreciate her for doing that, and also for everyone who was in attendance with us on our team in Miami. It was just very special. A couple of other announcements when it comes to that event. Number one, you should have, if you haven't already, reserved your ticket for InternetMastery.live in Las Vegas, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We still have the early bird ticket pricing in place. We have that because we know that there are some of you that have just not watched the virtual recordings yet, and we want to give you that opportunity to do so. But what I want you to understand is a couple of things. Number one, what we talked about at that event in Miami last week was saving for, on a daily basis, your Internet Mastery Las Vegas ticket, your hotel, your airfare, and perhaps some inventory when you go to the ASD trade show to buy wholesale. I think a lot of new people don't understand and recognize that this ASD trade show, which is held twice a year in Las Vegas, is the preeminent place for Amazon sellers to find wholesale products and to create wholesale relationships. So going to InternetMastery.live in Las Vegas should not be just booked August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, because the trade show, the ASD trade show, will start on August 4th. And August 4th, 5th, 6th is the trade show. The trade show is free to attend, but if you're going to already be in Las Vegas, you just stay an extra day or two and then participate in the trade show. That's why we book it in Las Vegas around the dates that we do it for. A couple of other, while I'm on the topic and before I forget, just a couple of other calendar updates. Number one, if you're subscribed to the Internet Mastery Global Newsletter, you would have received today the most recent issue of the newsletter. If you're not subscribed, just subscribe, InternetMasteryNews.com, or you can subscribe by going to the community, and on the leaderboard page, there is a place for you to subscribe to the newsletter. So if you haven't seen the newsletter, for this week, and you should have received it by now because you're subscribed. Make sure you check your junk, spam, or promotions folder for that newsletter. It definitely has been sent to all newsletter subscribers. The next thing is that we have upcoming in March, we have Internet Mastery, a live special one-day event. Because there is an ASD coming up on March 10, 11, and 12, and 13, we're going to be getting a select group of people together in Las Vegas, on March 9th for a one-day event. Now, the only way you can get tickets for the March event is to get tickets for the August event. Otherwise, there's no other opportunity to join us in March any longer. So you can go to internetmastery.live. You can book your August ticket. If you choose to want to add the March event, you can do that as well. It's going to be a very, very small group, probably 25 to 30 people, I'm guessing at the most, in Las Vegas in March, whereas the event in Las Vegas in August will have 400 plus people. It'll be the single biggest event we've ever held in Internet Mastery for our Internet Mastery community. It's going to be spectacular. And at this time, there are no plans of that event being held virtually. So it is important to lock it in, make a commitment. One of the things I mentioned in Miami to everyone in attendance, everyone watching at home, is there's two different ways you can approach this business. And actually, there's two different ways you can approach life in general. And that is to make a commitment to do something and then figure out how to do it, or figure out how to do it and then make the commitment. I'll give you an example. When somebody says to me, I'm going to Las Vegas and I'm going to participate in the event, I say to them, have you gotten your ticket yet? Oh, no. I'm putting everything in place. I still need to figure out my travel and this and that. Yeah, you're not coming. I mean, maybe you will be coming, but as of now, stop telling yourself you're coming. You're only coming if you have a ticket. You say, well, I don't know how I'm even going to pay for it. It's like 6 months away and it's a lot of money. And okay, I get it. You're still not coming. If you buy your ticket, let me tell you what's going to happen. Buy your ticket now and you'll figure it out. See, this is how I run my business. So that's why I tell you these things. I'm not trying to sell you a ticket. I'm just trying to teach you how I have become successful in many different businesses. I make a decision. On what I want, and then I figure it out after how to achieve it. So I made a decision. I said, I'm going to go to Las Vegas. I'm going to get a ticket. And then I'll figure out how I'm going to get there. I'll figure out how I'm going to pay for it. I'll figure out how much I need to sell to make that happen. I'll figure out how much I need to save to optimize my inventory. Once you make the commitment and the decision you're going, which comes from getting a ticket, well, then you know you're going. The other thing that I want to mention to you is that right now we are at early bird pricing. What does that mean for somebody who's new? It means the ticket pricing is the lowest it's ever going to be for this event. The current ticket pricing is $249. As we get closer and closer and closer to the event, it will go all the way up to $599. Now, as the owner of the company, wouldn't I rather you pay $599 versus $249? Of course I would. But that's not what's best for you. What's best for you is to get your ticket at the lowest possible price. I can tell you, after being in this business now for over 20 years, and for being in business now for more than 35 years in other companies where we had events and team building and that sort of thing, that when you participate in these events, your business goes to the next level. It was really, really powerful to meet people like Marlene Nabong, who we'd never met in person before. And Marlene started last September-ish of 2022. So what did Marlene do? She attended virtually in January of 2023. She was supposed to attend in person in August of 2023. Couldn't make it, family situation, things happen. Watched virtually. Came in January. Her business, or February rather, to Miami last week. Her business is going to multiply exponentially as a result of actually being in the room. Obviously, she had that glue. She was stuck together with the community. Same thing with other people, Susan and Mark Lees. When they attended virtually, they were doing okay. But then when they came in person, it just added that gasoline to the fire. So having the ability to come to the event, to network with people, I can't explain in words what it does to your business. Read through the Facebook comments of the people that were there. Just read through it. We're not paying them to say these things. They are so excited about the growth of their business and where they see it over the next 12 months. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So I encourage you to get a ticket. I'm going to do this every single week until we end up in Las Vegas. In fact, every single day I made a commitment and a promise, Tom Fay, that every single day I will let you know how many days remain. Some of you are going to wait until the very last minute and pay the maximum price, but most of you are going to get your ticket now, lock it in place, plan on being there, and it'll be a very, very exciting event when that happens. I want to touch on our Internet Mastery AI event that we held in Boca. This was so much fun. First of all, congratulations to everyone who is participating in the AI events. We just launched last week the ability for you to participate in the beta of Lister AI, Writer AI, Book AI, and Fiction AI. And it's extraordinary what this technology is all about. I spent 2 hours on the phone this morning with our tech team laying out all of the developments that we want to add into this technology to have by our August event. That is our preeminent event, and when we launch all these crazy cool new features and tools. So we're going to be doing that, and we laid out the foundation and the roadmap of what we want to do to make that happen. It's not required if you don't want to subscribe. You don't have to, just like anything else. But if you're interested in accessing those AI tools, you can do that. You can get one of them, two of them, three of them, or all four of them. When you get all four of them, you save 50%. And if you didn't watch the event that we just had, you might not be familiar with what they are or what they do, but we'll have a lot more of that coming, some videos, tutorials, and overviews, and that sort of thing. So that was really, really exciting to get that group of people in Boca to see the office for the first time, to see the prep center for the first time, and to really get a feel for the energy and excitement and enthusiasm around what it is that we're doing and where we are going as a company, and the excitement and enthusiasm to have all of you as part of it. I got a lot of people ask me about another AI event, so the next one is planned for, I think it's March. I'm going to think now. I think it's March 20th and 21st of this year, so in about 5-6 weeks from now. It is going to be in Boca. They will all be in Boca. We currently have 7 now of our 15 spots taken. So if you're wanting to join us, it isn't just about, just so you know, these AI events, while we call them Writer AI, they are not just about writing a book. There's a lot of AI technology that we go through and keeping you up to speed and making sure that you're in the loop. Every single person at this last event that we did launched their very own journal on Amazon for sale before the event was over. It was fun to watch. And in addition to that, every single person in the room wrote a nonfiction book by the end of day one. So there were so many cool things that happened at the AI event. If you want to spend that 2 days with us in Boca, get your ticket. I don't know how long they'll be available for, but that link is in the Facebook group, and we can bump that back up to the top. A couple of other things I just want to make you aware of. We are now in the beginning of February. So the Christmas rush is over. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, those are over. I want to make sure that everybody understands what you should be doing, and that is focusing on inventory that you're going to have in stock for Prime Day. Now, it might seem early to start talking about this. We're only in February. Prime Day is in July. So we've got March, April, May, and June. We have 4 months. That's it. Just 4 months. And if we can focus on the next 4 months of building inventory, building the momentum, building the process as you move towards Prime Day, the more inventory you have in stock, the better off you're going to be. And you can't rush the process. So you want to make sure you're thinking about that inventory now, even if it means getting a little bit extra to slowly build up your inventory base. The other thing that I want to mention to you is I see a lot of questions in the Facebook group that are already answered in the e-library. And I just want to give some advice to our newest students who feel maybe a little bit frustrated that they can't find the answer to their question in the Facebook group. It is there, and it is also there in the e-library. And one of the things that seems to be coming up a lot, and I'm not really sure why, but it seems to be coming up a lot, is the confusion between Spy Rivals X and Spy Rivals 3.0. They are not the same thing. They're similar. Spy Rivals 3.0, which you know we went from 2.0 to 3.0. Spy Rivals 3.0 is a foundational tool. That means that everything that we build is built upon the Spy Rivals platform. So the Prep Center and the Repricer and Bolo Deals and Bolo Search are all built on this platform, okay? Spy Rivals X is a tool, just like the Repricer is a tool. I had a few people this week ask, comment, and say, I can't seem to find the Spy Rivals X on my phone. Spy Rivals X is not on your phone. Spy Rivals X is a Google Chrome extension. That means that it only works on a laptop or a desktop on Google Chrome. And then we saw another post that said, well, I went into Spy Rivals 3.0 and I don't see any data. Well, you have to search for the data. You have to, as always, you have to put in your ASIN or your keyword for any data to come up. And then you have to click on that result and then click on the center for it to be there. Let me just go ahead and see if I can show you an example of this. So bear with me one moment. I'll move my screen around and see what I can do here to help you through this process, okay? So bear with me just a moment. Let me find my screen. I wasn't actually planning on doing this live with you, so I'll do it anyway and make it happen. Why not? We're in real time. All right, so what you can see is we're going to take a look on Amazon. I'm just going to click on this one. This something I'd viewed before. It doesn't really matter what it is. Let's just take a look at this item, okay? When we're looking at this item, what you're going to see on this page is you're going to see Spy Rivals X, okay? Spy Rivals X. Spy Rivals X is a Google Chrome extension. It's only going to work in Google, and it's only going to work on either a laptop or a desktop. It does not work on a mobile phone. It does not work on any mobile device, including an iPad. So the difference between this and Spy Rivals 3.0, and by the way, if you don't have the mobile app on your phone, either Android or iPhone, you really want to get that. But let's take a quick peek here. Bear with me. Let me just clear off some of these windows. And now let's take a look at Spy Rivals 3.0. So I click on Spy Rivals 3.0, and as you can see, it is blank. It's blank, but it's supposed to be blank because we have to search for something. So I'm going to find this ASIN that I just copied. Let's go over here and copy this and paste it there and search. And now what's going to happen is you're going to see the search result of the item that we just looked up. Now this item happens to be the Unravel 2 Nintendo Switch. We take a look here. we can see that this is the Unravel 2 Nintendo Switch. You say, well, okay, but what's the difference between Spy Rivals X and Spy Rivals 2.0? Well, 3.0. Well, first of all, Spy Rivals 3.0 can be used on any device. So if you're on your iPad, if you're on your phone, any device, it is a web browser, right? You just go to app.internetmasterycommunity.com, log in, and look it up. If you have the mobile app, you'll just do it via the mobile app that way. Spy Rivals X is a quick fix. In other words, when I use Spy Rivals X, I look at it quickly to see, okay, is this something that it's worth looking at further? So now what I'm going to do is head back over to where we're at and show you what happens. So we are in Amazon. We can see the Spy Rivals X pop-up. And so we're getting questions in the Facebook group that say things like, well, I'm on Spy Rivals X and I don't see any of the historical data. I don't see any of the new functionality. What's going on? What am I missing? Well, you're not missing anything except the button that says Spy Rivals Lookup. Again, if you are utilizing Spy Rivals X, it's for a quick snapshot, your profit, your sales velocity, that sort of thing. But if you want more data, you need to just click the Spy Rivals Lookup button, and it will take you to that data. So when we're back into Spy Rivals, I'm going to click on Spy Rivals Lookup, and it's going to take me literally to the same page that Spy Rivals 3.0 took me to. So I went directly to the community and I typed in the ASIN that I copied from Amazon. Or I went to Spy Rivals X and clicked on the Spy Rivals Lookup button, and it took me directly to the Spy Rivals 3.0 results. Now, when we look at this, we still do not see any of the data. Say, where is it? It disappeared. It was in Spy Rivals 2.0, and it's not in Spy Rivals 3.0. That is absolutely incorrect. It's always been there, and it's always the same place. You just simply click anywhere in the middle of the box, and a pop-up appears. This has not changed, by the way. This is the way it's always been, and this is the way it'll always be. And so we can then choose the List on Amazon tab. We can choose the Historical Data tab. We can choose the Calculate Profit tab. We can see all of our historical pricing. All of this is in Spy Rivals 3.0. It hasn't changed, but it's not going to be the same as Spy Rivals X. If it was, we would only need one tool and not two. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense for you, and it gives you a little bit of clarity if you're new. When you are in the new version, Spy Rivals 3.0, by the way, if you missed the big deal announcement, the big feature update, you can now set your repricer, and you can submit your Prep Center form all from the same Spy Rivals 3.0 listing tab. It's really, really slick. So that was exciting to talk about at the event, and at the same time, it just seems like there's a little bit of confusion in that process of understanding the difference between the two things. It's really, really cool to have new functionality and new features, and at the same time, you want to make sure you are focusing on the basics as well. The other thing that I see a lot of in the Facebook group, and again, you're all new. A lot of you are new, so if you're watching and this is your first opportunity to chat with us on Fridays, or you've been in for a little bit of time, but you're just still getting started, you want to use the e-library as a massive resource. Like when you post in the Facebook group, I'm new, what do I do? I'm not sure I fully understand that question. I'll just be honest with you. Inside your community on your dashboard, there's a Fast Start user guide. So I think it's important that as somebody who's just starting in their business, we're here to help and support you, but at the same time, there's a lot of resources there, so you want to use them to your advantage. So, with that being said, I just really wanted to let everybody know how excited we are. We're on this wave now, this momentum coming off of I Am Live in Miami, moving to Las Vegas in March, moving to Boca in March for the next AI event, moving to Las Vegas in August. It's amazing. It's amazing. And here's the best part. Are you ready? You can take with this business whatever you want to take with it. It's not up to me. It's not up to your coach. Look, we had a very, very nice young lady send an email in and say, I'm relatively new. I'm paraphrasing now. I'm relatively new, but I'm really upset. I sent an item to the prep center without a plan, had to pay a $40 admin fee, and now Amazon has delisted the item, and I have to now have the item sent back to me. And I get it. Believe me, I understand. Shit happens. It does. This is a business. It's never going to be smooth. I mean, why we have to pay a $40 admin fee in the first place, that's a whole other conversation. If you submit your plan before you send the item in, you don't have to worry about that. That's just Prep Center 101. But at the end of the day, we don't control Amazon. And Amazon is going to throw us curveballs. They're going to give us twists and turns. We're going to list things that are gated and then they're not gated. We're going to list things that are not gated and then they're gated. We're going to list things we can sell and then find out we can't sell them. We're going to list things that we think we can sell and then the price is going to tank and something's going to happen. Like, look, you're in a business. No one said it's perfect. No one said it was simple. All we said was that you're in a business that we clearly know works because together, collectively, we've sold almost $175 million on Amazon. And people, look, everybody knows I love Robert. We had a great interview together. He spent 3 days with us in Miami, 2 days with us in Boca. I mean, the dude's on his way to $100 million, okay? But here's what we also know. We also know that Robert's human. And Robert struggles, and Robert has challenges. So it doesn't matter whether you're brand new, and it doesn't matter whether you sold 5 or 10 or $20 million. All that matters is that you continue to move forward in light of whatever obstacles are thrown your way. And in this business, I can tell you for a fact that the difference between the people who are up here and the people who are down here is that the people who are up here have dealt with their challenges and problems more so than the people down here so far. And the only way this business does not work, there is no one on the planet that can convince me otherwise. The only way this business doesn't work is if you quit. That's it. There's going to be adversity. There's going to be challenge. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be issues. There's going to be problems. Look, at I Am Live, okay? We showed up. We're setting up the room. We're about to go live. Everybody's all excited, and we're missing a cable. We're in panic mode. We can't go live. We had to start the event an hour late. But guess what? We didn't throw in the towel and say, screw it. Everybody gets their money back. Everybody go home. There's no event. It was a pain in the ass, and it was stressful. But the show must go on, and you got to figure this stuff out. We got to Boca, and we had a whole new office. First time. We're plugging in the laptop. I can't get the screens to come on. I want to bang my head against the wall. But we figured it out. And then we got the screen on, and it just kept flashing and flashing and flashing. And then we had to figure it out. Folks, everything and everyone and everywhere has to go through struggles and challenges and issues. Find me a person that's made it to become successful and has never had any issues, and I'll find you someone who's clearly not telling you the truth. I love challenges. Maybe not in the moment, but I love challenges because they move me one step forward to getting to the goal that I want to get to. So you're all in the right place. You're all doing the right thing. You're all posting on Facebook. You're asking the right questions. There's no dumb questions, silly questions, bad questions. There's only questions. Some make us laugh. Some make us cry. But they're still questions, and that's okay too. So speaking of questions, I want to spend a few minutes with you, and I want to turn the questions over to you and let you ask me the questions. FYI, I cannot see who's asking me the questions. So there's something going on with this live chat, live feed. I don't know what it is, but I can see your question, but I can't see who you are. So if I don't address you, I'm not being rude. I just don't know who you are. So let's see. Let's come up to the top and scroll down and see if there are any questions. Here's a question. When will the price go up for I am in Vegas? I'm not going to give you that answer. You get your ticket. You get your ticket now. You get your ticket when you can get your ticket. By the way, if you prefer to do a bank draft and you don't want to do a credit card or debit card, we can do that too. There's lots of different options for you. But just get your ticket, folks. Get your ticket. This is a business. That's a tax write-off. This is a decision. I get it. But I'm telling you, when you surround yourself with 400 other people, plus some guest speakers, plus you go to the ASD trade show, there's no turning around at that point for you. So very good. Thank you. All right, let's see to the next question. With the new feature, the Prep Center form still does not populate after waiting a while. I end up filling out a new form. Okay, that's fine. So it is launched in beta. Now, I've used it very successfully, so I can't troubleshoot why you're having an issue with it. But what I can tell you to do is we have 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, live tech support. If you're having a challenge with the beta, remember, all new tools are launched in beta. They might not be perfect initially. It works. It works. I know it works because I've used it. But if you're having an issue with it, then all you have to do is submit a ticket to that live chat. Or you can open an email to support and include screenshots. Don't just write an email because you're going to get a response that says we need screenshots. So let's see. Should I submit? Yes. Yes, you should submit a live chat ticket. So let's see. Do I plan to update AI Lister to keep track of inventory on Amazon? So we are planning an entire suite of updates for all of the AI tools. So Lister AI, Writer AI, Book AI, and Fiction AI. We are planning on, and we will have additional AI tools as well. We have to because the world is changing. We're even going to build an AI tool that's going to list an item that doesn't exist on Amazon. So if you create your own product or you want to make a bundle and you want to put that item on Amazon, we're going to create an AI tool that lists it, writes it, SEO, bullet points, keywords, everything. But at the end of the day, it all takes time to build. So I'm not going to tell you what's coming and what's not coming. That would be contradictory to my ability to promote other things that are happening. At the same time, lots and lots and lots of new features are on the drawing board. We're definitely open to requests. As you know, if you were in Miami or participated, a lot of the feature requests from August were put in place as we promised they would be. So we're open to feature requests for you to help us make this technology the best it possibly can be. Is there a class to learn how to sell your book? There isn't yet, but there will be. And the best way to do that is to join us at Internet Mastery Writer AI. That's the best way to do that. All right, let's see. Do you have any other plans to do another AI event other than in March? Yes, of course. We're going to do them about every 6 weeks. And they're $1,000 to attend. They're limited to 15 people. And we will announce some more upcoming in the future. But figure about every 6 weeks. So this next one will be in March. The one after that will most likely be in the beginning of May. And then I don't know whether we'll do another one in the summer or not. What we're actually planning on doing is adding a big AI component to the third day of I Am Live to give you an idea of what's happening in the space. I am more than confident now than I ever was that we will never do a virtual AI event. We just can't do it. It will be a near impossibility. And we're not going to get into a hands-on experience in Las Vegas because we just can't with 400 people in the room. It would be a train wreck. Let's see. What is the realistic sales goals for someone just starting out as a pro member? I love that question. Thank you for asking, but I can't make any income claims or promises. You have to set your goals. And the reason I tell you that is that we have people that sign up as a pro member that something happens in life and they'll sell $7,000 in their first year, but in their second year, they'll sell $200,000. They get through whatever their situation is. Everybody's in a different situation financially. What I'll tell you is this. We have some members, elite or pro, by the way, some members that will sell $25,000 in their first year. Some will sell $50,000 or $100,000 in their first year. Some will sell $250,000 or more in their first year. Robert sold, I think, $700,000 in his first 8 months. What I want you to understand, and I really, really love the question. The answer would bear into how immersive you are in the community. For example, somebody who's coming to the event in March and then coming to the event in August will technically have a better chance to sell more than someone who doesn't. The more you can interact with the coaches, with the team, with the successful students, the more of those relationships you can build, the more you'll sell. So I know that's not the answer you're looking for. You wanted me to define it and give you a dollar amount. I know that, but I can't do that. I got to be very realistic and say, it's up to you. We're going to make suggestions on what you should do to grow your business. You'll implement them. The closer you implement them, the more success you will have. How's that sound? Was that like somebody told me the other day that I should run for office. I could never ever run for office. I'd make too many people mad. But at the end of the day, what would be the purpose of that anyway? But that was a good politically correct answer, I think. So let's see. All right, let's see. Anybody else have any questions on? I got to figure out how we can get everyone to this Friday session that has all of the questions that they post all week long that are either repetitive, that were just answered, that are answered in the e-library, so that I can answer those questions live with you. I think some people, though, they're afraid to ask me the question. But we determined, here's what we determined. We determined that I'm much nicer, apparently, in person. That's what we determined. I'm not sure that that's true, but at least that was one of the takeaways from the event itself. So anyway, all right, where do you get your tickets? So you just go to internetmastery.live, www.internetmastery.live. That ticket is also, you can click the link at the top of the leaderboard. It was in the newsletter that you got today. Lots and lots of people. We got now almost 500 people reading the newsletter, which is great. Today's issue is really, really, really powerful. Really powerful. So spend some time, go through it, read it. Sometimes you need to read these things 2 or 3 times, but we'll start sending out every newsletter that we create will get better and better and better. We're still new at the newsletter part, but it's very, very powerful. So good. Anybody else have any other final questions before we wrap up, adjourn, or put a bow on this event? I'm super excited you guys are here. Are you ready? 2024, double. That's the theme. Are you going to do it? What are you going to do to make it happen? Are you saving every day? How much are you saving? How much? Are you saving $5 a day, $10 a day? Have you missed a day? Every time I post in the Facebook group, 175 days, 174 days, 173 days left, that should be a trigger for you to deposit $5, $10, $12, $20 in your I Am Live savings account. Maybe for some of you, it'll just be for your slot machine fund. Who knows what you'll use it for? Let's see. All right. So, all right. Very good. That's all I got. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of questions for me today, which is fine. I have a lot of paperwork to do. I have some new videos that I need to create, and I'm still recovering. It's been a long week, but it's been very, very well worth it. So hopefully you had a safe travel home. You're geared up. You're prepared. Some of you are going to be joining us in March on a one-day IM Live, just quick in and out, a little bit of AI and a little bit of wholesale to prepare you for the ASD trade show. So thanks everybody for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all next week.